What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I wanted to basically give you an overview of this car. It's been 3 months since I bought it, and I figured I'd break down some things that I didn't like. I actually just got done doing my first autocross event in this car. I haven't done autocross in like 10 years, and this is the first one that I've done, as you can tell right over here, but that's a separate video that you guys will see. Anyways, I want to start talking about basically what I think about this car and why I feel like, no disrespect to anybody else, but like why I feel like my opinion should matter is because basically I have no use for this car. This car is literally like it's nothing but a luxury to me. I already have a daily Civic Si 2015. Love that car. It's a great daily. And then I also have a race car, which is the Evo, and I use this because race cars is subjective, but the Evo makes roughly close to 700 wheel horsepower, and I've had that car forever. So just in general, like I literally had no use for this car. It's literally just here as a weekend car, and that's basically it. And overall, man, I'm so happy with this platform. And it's crazy to think, like, literally 8 months ago, I'd say about 10 months ago, I didn't even know really what this car was about. So I started watching some videos about basically some cars. I was really into the A90 Supra, which I actually ended up coming across Thick Whips, which he has currently an A90 Supra, and previous to that he had an M2. It's not a competition, it was just the regular OG M2 with the N55. But basically I started doing research after watching this video. I was mainly attracted just because it was a white car, and you guys already know I'm obsessed with white cars. So it was real clean, and overall it's crazy. Overall, I just really liked it. So I started doing research, and I didn't know these came in manual still. I didn't know really too much about it. And overall, I just think it's a better looking car than an A90 Supra. And you get more amenities and all that stuff. You get bigger brakes and nicer. Overall, I just feel like you get more of a premium package with this. I got it. It's subjective, but that's my opinion. Anyways, don't mind this mess. I just got back. Like I stated, I was doing some autocross, and I got a bunch of stuff. I even got a tent back there and everything. So as you can clearly tell, the car can be used as a daily driver. I just don't happen to do that, but it's definitely capable if you're single and don't really need a sedan or anything like that. Anyways, onto the car, man. This car is I will say this car is unlike many new modern cars, and I wanted to do this video right after the autocross event so you guys can pretty much get my full interaction. Like I just gave this car the fucking beans at the autocross event. And overall, it's just a very nimble car. And I picked this road because, as you guys can tell, like it goes. Like it just honestly, really just, you put it where you want and it just goes. And you still feel the car. Like you still feel that connection with the car, which is kind of crazy nowadays because newer cars are just so numb. I've even heard that the new G80 series is very numb even in a manual form. So it's kind of crazy to see a car like this that was basically, in my opinion, it has no real purpose in BMW's lineup because you already have the M4 and you already have the M3. So this car was literally designed for just that driver, and that's what I feel you get in this type of package. So things I don't like, there's not too much I don't like about this car. I do not like the steering wheel. I feel like the steering wheel, it's nice, don't get me wrong, it's just too big. I just feel like it's massive, and it makes it kind of uncomfortable in situations where I'm kind of like, I don't really know where to grab because it's just so big. Believe it or not, the steering wheel in my Civic Si is perfect for me. I love it. It's perfect. It's the perfect shape. I don't really like D-shaped steering wheels, so this is good for that, but it's just so massive. Like one thing that I've noticed is, like, normally most cars, as I'm making a turn, let's say I'm making a left-hand turn, I usually just keep my finger, and I use that to, I don't even have to go in. But with this car, like, you'll miss it all the time. So I couldn't tell you how many times I try to Yes, I do use my blinker, but I try to use my blinker and I just completely miss it because the steering wheel is so big. Mainly honestly, the things that I do not like about this car, they're all little petty things. It's nothing crazy. The biggest thing I really don't like is the wheels. I like the wheel style. I just feel like this car produces so much brake dust that they're just impossible to clean. So honestly, that's been my first mod with this car, is wheels. I already ordered them. Should have them in the next couple weeks, like as far as put them on the car. I already have them at home. But the wheels are just so nasty, and you can't get your hand in there because the brakes are just so massive. And like it's impossible to keep the barrels clean and stuff. But just overall, man, this car is just crazy. Like I love it. Like I really do. I get so many compliments on this car. It's ridiculous. Like for a stock car, all it's done to this car, other than the lip and little things, but like it's still a M Performance stuff, so it's OEM plus essentially. But like I get so many compliments about this car. This car really breaks some necks, which is not necessarily my cup of tea because I don't really like too much attention. However, it's still nice to see the people that do like it are people that either know what it is or they're into cars. It's not like, I feel like with the 890 Supra, and I'm using that comparison a lot because it was really what I was gonna get. But with the 890 Supra, I just feel like you get looks from even people that aren't really into cars, like just, you know, and I don't like that kind of attention. So overall, man, I'm just very pleased with this car. Little things I don't like: steering wheel, I stated. I'm not the biggest fan of this this HVAC, and it's not terrible, just overall. And then additionally, like I just don't like how there's no like play button. This is still a little confusing. I still haven't even dove in and actually messed with the M buttons yet. But after doing this this autocross event, I definitely need to do that. So there's still stuff that I got to do. I do have the Beamer code with the little dongle, so I need to get, you know, that going and all that stuff. So plans for this car, honestly, I'm gonna get ready to put on those wheels, and I'm gonna do a few more exterior things just to clean it up just a little bit more. And then I'm gonna go ahead and repaint the front bumper because, as you can see, it has holes because of the previous owner, I guess, lived in New Jersey and they require plates. So I'm gonna get those holes filled and I'm gonna repaint the bumper. And then after that, in the next few months, I'm probably gonna get a catback exhaust. I still haven't decided which exhaust. That is another thing that I don't like about this car. I don't like the sound. It's not terrible, but it's definitely not good. So. Choosing which exhaust to get. Seems like there's really only two options with the active auto work and I forget what the other one is. I'll link it down below, but they just released another one and I'm curious about that. So once I see some more footage on that, I'll go ahead and move on. So with the wheels, I'm also going to do the stud conversion. But yeah, man, I just feel like you guys, like, if you're into this car and you're a true, first of all, if you need a car and you just want a weekend car that's manual, you can still get a manual. Even if you get the DCT, it's still, from what I've heard, it's still really like connected to the driver. It's still a really good driver's car, even in automatic form. But if you're looking for a weekend car that is a very premium platform, overall, it's just a very complete car. It's a very stiff car from the factory. The coilovers I have, which are M Performance, they stiffen it even more. I personally like that. I like stiff cars. I don't like soft. I don't like feeling like I'm on clouds or any of that stuff. I like feeling the road and that type of stuff. So it does not bother me. Some people have complained about that. So one thing I forgot to mention is just how easy it is to drive this car. This is by far the easiest car I've ever driven, in a manual form, that is. So it's just crazy that you're able to kind of have this car with the chassis that it has. It's just a very lethal overall just combination. And I'm showing you a clip of my autocross event just so you guys can see. This is my first time driving this car like this. I've never driven it like this before, and within just a couple hours this thing was getting really close to some of the pros in time. Obviously I obviously need a lot more practice, but overall this thing is just so easy. I have yet to stall it or come close to stall it or anything like that. From the moment I got in, it was very easy to just get in and drive it. It was just too easy. It's crazy. So that's gonna wrap it up, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.